What's going on, brothers? So, this is kind of a part two with the and Drea Michelle and Jalen Green situation. But I find this very, I find it very disturbing. You have a modern woman, you have a homosexual, and you have a transgender that is about to talk about this topic. But I want you more to focus on what each one of them are saying because I'm going to be pointing out certain things that I just think is just crazy. And I'm glad this is only less than 10 minutes. So this is going to be a real quick one, you know. And by the way, to the ones that have already subscribed to my page, I just want to just thank you guys for subscribing. I've already reached already a little bit over 100 subscribers. I've been doing this for 2 years, um, and and to be honest with you, the reason why I'm doing this too is I just want to just focus on what us brothers need to do, especially the black men of America, because we're failing a lot of we are failing a lot of our women, and we need to do better out there. We really need to do better. We need to make better choices out here in America because we are making silly choices. I'm not saying all black men, but a lot of because we don't have standards for ourselves and we need to. But that was just a side note. But again, thank you to all my subscribers and the ones that use that comment. But anyway, let's get to the video because this is pretty crazy.
Fans are speculating that 39-year-old reality star Drea Michelle is pregnant by 21-year-old NBA player Jalen Green after a video surfaced online. Now she's catching heat online because he's the same age as her son. All right, whether she's pregnant or not, do y'all think this relationship is appropriate? Al, go ahead.
Jeez, now this right here is some shit. This is some starting out your 2024 in a whole new way. Um, it's like she's pregnant by someone her oldest son's age. That's what makes the number thing a thing for me, because she has a son who's the exact same age as this professional athlete who she's pregnant by. Now, let's put that aside for a moment, because if it wasn't for that, maybe I could mentally get over it. But Drea has been in the entertainment game for like 14 years, and she's not a newcomer. And because she's been in the game so long, to me, why is she still going after athletes? You know what I mean? Like, why is she still going after athletes? To me, Drea is a woman of a certain age. She's 40 or close to 40. I think she should be dating like the owner of the team, or maybe the coach of the team, or the owner of a record label, not a rapper.
Now, brothers, this is crazy. You got a homosexual that's trying to give out advice, which doesn't make any sense to me. Why would a homosexual be giving out advice? And then the thing is, his advice to her is to go after the owner of teams or whatever. Come on. But again, bro, this is just for a laugh because this is just crazy. But this is the homosexual community. So I again, it's a little bit crazy. Let's continue.
Rapper. That's how I kind of view Drea now, especially as I've been journaling and going on the journey with her about who she's been dating. She's done the athlete thing. She has another child by a different athlete. So I just want more for her. I don't know. That's just kind of how I feel. And can I ask a question though? And I know this is off subject, but Claudia, why haven't you ever done anything like this? I'm sure you've had plenty of opportunities with all the guys that try to holler at you, especially athletes. Why did you never choose like that athlete route?
I dated athletes and I just kept it on the low because I didn't expect much out of it. Like I felt like, a lot of times they're slower to mature because they have everything thrown at them and really spoils you. It's they're in the top 1%, I guess you say, is desired men. So I took them as seriously as I could at the time, but I was always been a realist. I've been a realist about dating. So, it just, I could have definitely trapped a ball player. I tried to have a baby by one and just, this would have just been my play money. And that would have been living out child support money. That just never was appealing to me. It was never appealing to me. And let me tell you, when I was younger, I liked younger men. When I got older, I did not like younger men anymore. Not like that. A couple years is one thing, but a 21-year-old to me, I just
Brothers, let me translate what she said when she says when she was younger, she liked younger men. And now that she's older, she likes older men. In her younger days, she liked to have fun, run the streets, play on the playground. You know how these young women and what's crazy is even older women are doing some of the same things that the younger women are doing because they're in competition. They're not just in competition with you, brothers, especially the older women. They're in competition with the younger women, especially the black women. So it's crazy. But let's go ahead and continue with this delusional female.
just cannot bear to think of the idiotic conversations that most likely are taking place. Like, what are we going to talk about? What are we going to talk about? You know what I mean? No hate on her because men do it all the time. You see a 60-year-old man with 20-year-old women and older, and no one bats an eye. Well, some people bat.
No. There's nothing wrong with a older man dating a younger woman. But for her, they want to use it as it's the same thing. It's not the same thing because if you're dating an older man, especially if he's established, you're going after his resources. So, and it's kind of sad because I'm sure that Drea is doing the exact same thing with this younger guy. She's going after his resources. That's all she's doing. Women, no matter what, are always going to go after resources. Nothing else. It ain't love. But we know it's not love because she ain't been with this man that long, and allegedly she's pregnant with this guy. So and then people are probably saying that, oh, she could teach him something. Teach him what? What exactly is she going to teach him? Let's continue.
People bat an eye about. I ain't gonna say that, but people in the comments are saying, she's AJ nothing but a number. Why would she want to carry his baby? Get to the bag. It's weird, but she's grown. Personally, under 35, under 40, I'm like, what are we gonna talk about? But
there you go again. You got women that's always talking about what are we going to talk about? There's women that are not even probably her age that are not even intellectual. They can't even have a decent conversation with you. But it's always about what are we going to talk about? I promise you might find a woman that listens to the same music, but you're never going to find a woman where all of the interests are going to be the same. And even if y'all match, which is very rare, it's still going to be some type of complications or it's going to be something different. So I don't know why these women always talk about what we're going to talk about. Believe me, y'all ain't talking about much. Y'all doing a lot of talking, but y'all ain't talking about much. But let's continue.
they grown, I guess. Not for me though. Maddie, what do you think about this?
And why you didn't ask me about the athletes I dated?
Now, brothers, this is a transgender. T.S. Madison. And this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing, but there's going to be some things that's going to be said during the interview between the transgender and the woman that is going to disturb you.
My bad, Maddie.
I feel so, attacked. Okay, so here's the thing.
Hold up. Tell us.
Yeah, that's the
Give us some
tea.
clues.
I've always dated athletes.
Give us some clues
Really?
about the biggest one you dated. Clue, like just a clue. It's wet our whistle, our palates a little bit.
Well, in my line of who I am, I never kiss and tell. I just let it be. I let people think whatever they want, because I'm a plus size girl. So, people think because you're a plus size girl that, you don't have that type of pull.
First of all, This transgender is calling, saying that he's a a girl, and it's a good thing that you ain't put. See, it would be very embarrassing to know that if we had the names of who this transgender was poking in the booty or whatever's going on. You don't want to embarrass them, but she, whatever you want to call yourself, this transgender said that he has been with plenty of athletes. But brothers, that's not even that is scary, but that's not even the scary. The scary part is these trans the athletes have been with women. So they have tainted a lot of women. Brothers, you really got to be out there to question these women. And I'm going to tell you something, to the brothers that live out in Atlanta, y'all heterosexual brothers, y'all better screen these women because y'all might want to know exactly who they slept with because there's a lot of DL men in Atlanta, and these women have no problem sleeping with them. Some of them know that these guys are sleeping with men and they'll still sleep with them. Brothers, y'all better screen these women in these streets. Let's continue.
But I'm pretty. And
Yes, you
so,
are.
you know, I've dated athletes and they were younger than me. Like,
Maddie, I wonder if we've ever dated the same person.
who knows?
Ooh.
We may have.
Who knows?
Now, look at how she said that. I wonder if we dated the same person. I would be disgusted if I knew that I slept with a woman and she slept with a homosexual. But with her, it's all good. It's all good. This is, brothers, let me tell you something. These women out here support homosexuality. And if your woman support, or if you find out that that the woman that you're dating or potential, she supports homosexuality, brothers, you need to go ahead and cut that off immediately. Cut it off immediately, brothers. I don't know what's wrong with these women out here, especially our black women. They support homosexuality faster than they would support a heterosexual man. I keep telling brothers, I've told you this already before. They don't care about you. They don't, as whether these women will say they love you. Brothers, they don't love you. Not all of them. All of them do not love you like that, brothers. I don't make these things up. I'm just here just put it out there for you brothers because I want you brothers to win. But brothers, y'all gotta set standards for yourself. Please set standards for yourself. Don't be out here just being willy-nilly. Screen these women.
I would never tell anybody because that's not my thing. Like if we both weren't like out on the front street with it, then I'm not gonna say anything. I was compensated well, and then it turned into like a really great relationship. Well, one of them did. The other ones were, it was just a little fling, but they were all younger than me, but they were professional athletes and they were younger than me. And so I didn't look at it from the perspective of, okay, this is going to be my man. This was a fun time for me, but they were interested. Well, one of them was extremely interested in like really date, and we're still, friends to this day.
Mhm.
But here's the thing. Now, Al, you said, why isn't she dating the owner? And why isn't she dating the owner of the record label? Well, is the owner of the record label trying to talk to her? Is the owner of the team trying to talk to her? Like as an older, sexy woman, those young gentlemen are coming after her and they're trying to talk to her.
Brothers, he keep calling himself sexy. A transgender is calling him. Brothers, we definitely gotta do better out here, brothers. Again, brothers, we gotta set standards. We have to set standards for ourselves. And I'm telling you, all you brothers that live out there in Atlanta, you brothers that live in Washington, D.C., you brothers that live in Baltimore, you brothers that live in certain parts of California, and I know there's homosexuality all over the place, but those are the main cities. Los Angeles, brothers, y'all better screen these women. You might want to know who exactly she slept with or how many people that she slept with. That's just my advice. I got you. Cause at the end of the day, brothers, this is just crazy. When I saw this video, I didn't even realize it was a transgender until I saw the name. I thought it was just a fat bitch. That's all I thought it was. Brothers, it's a scary, scary, scary world out here. America is like Sodom and Gomorrah now. It is a new Sodom and Gomorrah. So, brothers, this is just a warning. Protect yourself. I don't care what female gets mad at me, but at the end of the day, brothers, I'm here for you because I don't want you to get bamboozled out here. Watch out on these dating sites too. It's worse than catfish. You got people portraying themselves as women and they're really men. We gotta do better out here, brothers. Set standards for yourself, so-called black man. Set standards.
To her. Should she have had a good time with him and moved on? I think. Should she have, have his baby? I don't think, but a good time maybe. He's rich. He's richer than her son. What are you talking about? Don't ask a hoe what a woman should do, honey, because the hoe.
I see.
And Al,
Don't ask a hoe what a woman would do. It's still killing me that this transgender is, oh boy, brothers.
said something interesting. You said, well, why should you keep going for the athletes or talk to, but the athletes be bigger groupies than the women that you think are groupies. Like you would be surprised, like how, and you found with a bunch of reality star women and women that are in the spotlight like that. You know that these men be like, they be sending their publicists, sending their friends, sending their boys. You don't even have to be a groupie, especially if you got a little bit going on and a couple of dollars in your pocket. They will come for you. They will come for you. I mean,
I don't know about that. Well, you know what? I'm not famous. I'm not an athlete, so I wouldn't know. I guess maybe I guess some of these oh, okay. I it's probably certain women that some of these brothers and I think what it is, brothers, I think a lot of these athletes, and I think maybe the younger athletes, they fantasize about some of these women that they would like to be with. And then now that they're in that limelight or they have that success, they know that they can get these women. They can get these top tier women if that's what you want to call them. If you want to call them top tier, you can get because I don't have access to no Drea Michelle. I don't have no access to none of these women. But I just don't understand. And to me, you know what worries me a lot is that a lot of us, as me as being somebody older, we should be teaching these younger brothers to get not I don't even want to even say about life, but we're not even doing a lot of us are not even doing that. I'm sure that somebody talked to Jalen Green about her. I'm sure somebody did, but he probably got inside them guts and it was over. Eyes rolling the back of her head, and that was it.
mm,
But brothers, that's pretty much it. I just want to just do this quick video. That's all, and just put it out there for you brothers, cause shit out here is crazy. So that's pretty much it. Peace.